Hi there, it's Elliot again. As I'm doing a commentary now on this is going to be a death match. I had a while ago on Boston Harbour. Deathmatch is my favourite mode. It's the one I've been playing for since ACR. Probably the mode I played most in ACR. It's pretty much all I played for the first few months, I think. I don't think I like it as much as I did in ACR on AC3. I'm not sure why. I think maybe it's the maps. I don't like the maps so much, I'm not sure. And there's still some really good maps for deathmatch, and the only one I really don't like is Northwest Passage, purely because it's just quite flat and boring, and yeah, not really very good. Fort Walcott's my favourite, and there I completely messed up. I was trying to get through that crowd, but of course, when you're trying to get through, it won't let you through. So yeah, I think that guy that just died, my target, I'm not sure where he went, but I think he was a Prestige 4 or something like that. I think most of the other players aren't Prestige or anything. So see the Lady Maverick there, just come out of disguise and trying to get an aerial. And get that lock on and end up losing the contract and then getting killed. Oh no, he's a Prestige 2, okay. But he's in the clan, so I assumed might be quite good. I think the other guy in this lobby, Blitz Hectic, he was really annoying because I think you know those people you get that they come into the lobby like halfway through and they've got their mic on and you just can hear like loads of people talking in the background, and it's just like, why have you got your mic on? You're just randomly talking into the mic and no one really cares. Like, it's just annoying, so you just end up muting them. So I think I muted them for this game. I think it was that player, it might not have been. But I remember that happening, and that gamer tag seems familiar. This actually is one of my favourite maps for deathmatch. It reminds me quite a bit of Venice from ACR, well, and ACB. But in terms of deathmatch, yeah, ACR. I mean, not just because it's by the water, but you got all the boxes and stuff. It was in Venice, and I actually used to really like Venice in ACR for deathmatch as well. So, thought he was my pursuer. I'm just kind of running around. It's still a little odd in deathmatch, the merging of the prompts, because it's the only mode where it's really affected. But if you memorise who the real players are, because there's only one of them, unless they're using Blender or Morph, you can kind of check who's your pursuer. If you run at them and there's no prompt, then you know that they're a player that isn't interactive, so they're not your pursuer or your target. Occasionally, I mean, yeah, definitely if you're playing with kind of well, noobs or players that are more experienced. Here I got... No, I didn't get lucky. I thought I was going to use the smoke bomb. I'm not really a big fan of that feature. That if you stun your pursuer, you light up, so that your other pursuers or your target can see you, basically, because you're just kind of getting penalised for the fact that you're trying to defend yourself. Fair enough if someone goes into high profile like this guy, you know, running around on the roof, but if I'm just walking around and I get see like that guy there, he just stunned his pursuer, pursuer, and then he was made sort of revealed to me, so I automatically knew he was my pursuer. So I'm doing okay in this match. I haven't actually got many death matches recorded where I get that higher score. I do tend to use, I'm not sure if I'm using it in this video, I probably am because I've been using it for a while, but I do tend to use the Animus hack in deathmatch. It's kind of cheap, but it is kind of difficult to get. And this is why I use my disguise smoke knife set, because your stuns count towards the silent streak. It's kind of good to be really defensive, try and get your stuns, get a few silent kills in there as well, and you can get your hack reasonably easy. And then the hack is just so overpowered compared to every other streak. If there's enough players in the lobby, I mean, I think I've had about seven hacks is the most I've had in one streak, and that comes to about 3,000 points or something per streak. For sort of 6 silent kills or stuns. It's kind of ridiculous, but I like the mass morph as well, actually. That was what I originally started using in deathmatch. It's the only mode where I think that streak would actually be that useful, because it's a smaller map. You're relying on trying to stay as incognito as possible, so having lots of clones of yourself on a small map is a very good idea. But one I've also tested it on is Artifact Assault as well. If you're playing defense, it's quite useful as well, I think. So here I use advantage of someone else's smoke to get a hidden incog, and they just shot me from point blank range, which is always fun. I think I'm using the silent Animus hack on this video. I have actually now changed it to just the regular hack because there's only 2 more, and it allows you to go for those discreet or recklesses or your contested kills, and you're probably bound to get a few of those if you're trying to go for the silent one anyway. So here I see lots of pursuers. Try to knife this one, and I know that the Pioneer is nearby as well. I end up getting killed by the Carpenter anyway. I did have a smoke bomb ready for them. So right now, yeah, I'm in first place. I haven't got a crazy score, but I don't tend to play deathmatch so much these days. I was getting into Assassinate quite a bit, but starting to actually get a bit bored of that now, because you can only really play against noobs, and that's only so fun for so long because the kind of strategies I use. Whereas deathmatch, I find, I don't know, I just find it a bit more smoke bombs going everywhere. I don't know, I just find it a bit more fun, I guess. I don't know. So that worked out quite nice for me there, killing his civilians, and that got me the extreme variety, and then my target just happens to be right near me. I get the hidden silent.
30 seconds remaining.
There's quite large luck element to deathmatch, but I don't think it's too much that it's entirely on luck.
Honorable death. Massacre.
I just think it probably is one of the more solid modes in the game, for me personally. So that was a 7.6 K game. Probably gonna try and come up with some topics and things to discuss, because I just kind of yabber on really. But I don't know. It's kind of fun, so I hope people enjoy listening and watching my videos. I don't know, probably not. Anyway, I think it's about to end, so I will catch you next time.